Hello. Hello. I'm a little bit late and I apologize for that. Overslept. But I'm here now. And isn't that what's really important? Yeah, it's another Tuesday, which means we're doing another Pokemon run. And today we have a kitten. We usually have a kitten. At some point at least. But today we're gonna be doing Dragonair. Dragonair is the final of the 3 dragon Pokemon in Gen 1 that we will be doing. We have done Dragonite. We have done Dratini. Dratini, not that great. Dragonite, pretty good. Dragonair, probably not going to be that great. So the thing about dragon Pokemon in Gen 1 is the first 2 kind of suck. Dragonair is one of my favorite Pokemon aesthetically in the entire franchise. I absolutely adore Dragonair's look. I think it's very, especially the shiny. It is a very simple design, but I think it's a very good design. However, we have slow level up curve, which is really, really bad for us because the hardest part of the game is going to be the early game. Because I believe we ain't got shit all to deal with Brock. So that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I'm not gonna make any more assumptions. We're gonna do the same thing that we always do. We're gonna take a look at the stats. We're gonna take a look at the moveset. We're gonna try to put together some sort of plan for the run, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna do the run. So, stats. Actually a lot better than I thought. So we got 70 special, 70 speed, 84 attack, 65 defense, and 61 HP. So slightly higher attack than everything else, but as I've mentioned in the past, the break point that I have for whether or not a speed stat is considered good for me particularly or personally is if it hits 70 speed. Matches Onyx, which is very nice, which means that at the latest, to be able to outspeed Onyx, we would need to hit level 14, which I don't think that we will actually need to do to outspeed specifically, because, you know, stat XP. So, moveset. This is going to be what makes or breaks it. We have Wrap. We do have Leer, but we have Wrap, Leer, and Thunder Wave at level 1. We do get Agility at level 20, which is really early for a move that good. And then we get Dragon Rage, and we get Hyper Beam at level 55. So, what does our moveset look like? Our moveset actually looks pretty good. We have Body Slam, we have Ice Beam and Blizzard, we have Thunderbolt and Thunder, we have Fire Blast, we have Surf. We have a lot of very good moves. Now, what does our final moveset look like? I would like to keep a physical move for to be able to make use of our higher attack stat. So I would like to keep either Body Slam or maybe we swap to Hyper Beam. I don't think that we need to. I think that Hyper Beam is a bit overkill. Especially since we do have access to so many very good oh yeah, we also have Agility. Agility is definitely going to be on the final moveset. 100% badge boost moves are so busted. What's it going to be? Agility, Body Slam, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, maybe? Let me think real quick. Is there... Yeah, we get Reflect. We don't... Obviously, he doesn't get Psychic. I think, yeah. Right? Agility, Body Slam, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. Is there anybody that wouldn't fuck up? Obviously, Ice Beam is gonna murk fucking Giovanni. Thunderbolt is gonna wreck. Thunderbolt and Body Slam is gonna wreck Lorelei. We are it is a little Lorelei is probably the scariest of the Elite Four. Because 4 out of her 5 Pokemon all have ice moves. And I would most likely need to use a badge boosting move to be able to outspeed Jinx. But we do have Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt probably doesn't one-shot Dugong. It probably one-shots the Cloyster once we get there. But I think Dugong's probably going to be a 2-hit, so we're going to have to trade a hit with Dugong, I think. And then we can agility spam on the Slowbro, because Slowbro literally can't do anything to it. I think we only agility once because we don't want to get hit by too many growls. Right? Because what Slowbro's going to do is Slowbro's going to spam either growl or amnesia. Because of Gen 1 AI. And growl is really, really bad for us because we don't want to lose attack to be able to one shot the Jinx. So I think that's the play. I think that Lorelei will be fairly consistent. I wonder if a single badge boost is enough to one shot the Lapras. Probably not. But anyway, so Lorelei's gonna be a pain in the ass. Bruno will not be. Between Ice Beam and Thunderbolt, we're gonna absolutely fucking destroy and demolish Bruno. Agatha is gonna be annoying, but after an agility or 2, we should outspeed all of her Pokemon. Probably only 1. And then it's just Thunderbolt / Ice Beam until everything dies. It's probably worth it to body slam the Arbok just so that we don't burn more power points for Thunderbolt and Ice Beam than we need to. Because we're going to be using a lot of Thunderbolts on Lorelei. We're going to be using Ice Beams on Bruno. I guess I could use Body Slam on the Hitmonlee and the Machamp. Sorry about that. Lance is absolutely free, right? Like, entirely fucking free. Worst case scenario is like the fucking Gyarados outspeeds me and hits me with a crit Hyper Beam. I think that's legitimately the only way that we lose. Because the instant we get to one of the Dragonairs, we could pretty freely just hit an agility to make it so that we outspeed the Aerodactyl, and then we just Ice Beam the rest of the team, and it all dies. And then the champion isn't that big a deal either. We got answers for everything. Yeah, the only thing that we don't really have like a super effective answer for is the Arcanine. We can literally just like body slam it. Yeah. Like I said, the beginning is going to be a real pain in the ass because Wrap is almost never going to be enough to kill um 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 fucking Jesus words. Rap is almost never going to be enough to kill um, Brock. I kept wanting to say Bruno. So we're going to have to burn all of our Thunder Waves so that we can potentially get into Struggle. But beyond that, I think once we get past Brock, it's going to be relatively smooth sailing. I mean, we get Water Gun as soon as we get into Mount Moon. Get Body Slam as soon as we get down to Vermilion. Yeah, I guess up through Cerulean is going to be a little bit rough because we're going to have to rely a lot on Rap, unfortunately. It is going to be really slow. But once we get Body Slam, the run is just going to be over at that point, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. We're going to get going. So, oops. Let me actually open the game. Let me also you are very small. Also, we have not died 13 times yet. Alright, so there's that. Open Game Boy Color. Dragonair Solo. Alright. I've done Dragonair before. Let's see what my last Dragonair was then. I completely forgot that I did that. Oh my god, Zins. Body Slam, Agility, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. Oh my god, it's almost like they... Yep. Great minds and whatnot. Alright. Literally the exact same moveset that I was just talking about. Okay. Getting started. Oh, wait. One last thing before we get done. Thea. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Needed to find the name for our rival for today. And since we are going off of the Predator Badlands bullshit... Oh, wait, nope. It's IA. Alright, there we go. So, yeah. So the lab fight is going to be entirely free. Beyond that, though, it's going to be, like, yeah, like I said, it's going to be rough here for a bit. Wait, why is... I could have sworn that I turned that off. Alright. Nice 5-wrap. Hooray, we did it. So yeah, that's the... as I mentioned, at very, very quickly... yeah, it reset all my options. What the fuck? As I mentioned very, very quickly, one of the biggest issues that we're going to run into at the beginning here is the simple fact that we are in the slow level up curve. Hooray, our first miss on Rap. Hooray. Such a good move. So we're going to take a lot longer to get to the levels that we're going to need to be able to beat Brock. Really? All right. Like actively trying to get fights so that I can level up a bit before I go into the forest, and we're just not going to get any, of course. I love when I'm trying not to get fights, I get like 4. Trying to get fights, I get 1 on the way up and 0 on the way down. Yeah, see, I needed an extra 2 fight. Like normally, if you fight and beat the if you beat the lab fight, you're basically guaranteed doing this just for PowerPoint reasons. You're gonna level up. the vast majority. With the vast majority of Pokemon, you're gonna level up. I think it's the fast level up curve and the slow level up curve. Weirdly enough, that don't level up when they do that. I should be able to, right? Already. Yeah, because like the only way that we lose this is if we just miswrap a whole bunch. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, what the hell? And oh, oops. Oh. What the fuck? That's just a slow spurt? No. Wait, why is the background music not coming through? Wait, hold up. Wait, it's coming through for you guys, but I can't hear it. Why can I not hear it? Oh, this would be why. This would be a very good reason as to why I cannot hear the music. Okay, there we go. I know what I'm doing, I promise. And now we're fucking slower. We're fucked. We lose this fight. God damn it. I'm gonna die to poison because I fucking missed Wrap like twice. Yep, there it is. I can't believe I lost to a fucking Weedle! I'm mad. Did I even save before this fight? Probably. I did, alright. Okay, good. Yeah, and here it begins. Okay, that actually isn't that bad. I can't believe I fucking missed Wrap again on the first Weedle. Actually, I can. Wrap fucking sucks. By the way, this is why I said that the beginning of the game is gonna be fucking agony. How many reps do I have left? 2. That's not gonna be enough. I have to go all the way back. I'm so mad. Everything's terrible. Also, hi, kitten. I can't believe I have to go back just because I don't have enough wraps to do this. I actually need to turn this down slightly because I do not want to get copyright claim. Yeah, that's another issue, is like even if we're level grinding, it's got to be slow as fuck. Because it's going to take anywhere from 2 to 4 turns to kill even Weedles. And then if I ever come across Kakuna, oh, you little shit. Okay, we didn't get poisoned. That's all that matters, really. Why am I not able to move 2 fucking tiles now? What's the first level that I try the junior trainer? Probably like 12, I want to say. Because obviously Thunderwave doesn't do anything against Diglett or Sandshrew. Leer could be good against them. Do I try Rival 1.5? I think I do. It's a good little chunk of XP. Alright. Let's fight this guy, get a little bit extra XP. Hopefully this isn't that big of a deal. I'm going to Thunder Wave and hope that we don't see literally that! You're such an asshole. Oh, all right. I'm just gonna start rapping at this point. The crit actually making me do less damage. All right. Even though I got slapped by 2 sand attacks, because he's a dick, we still got through. Because we just got insanely lucky at that point. Because, yeah, we already start with an 85% accurate move. After 2 sand attacks, it's more like 40%. So the fact that I was actually able to land all of those attacks is actually kind of crazy. Landing the first wrap against a Kakuna or a Metapod is the most important one because it's the only one where you're going to be able to hit them without a defense boost on. Alright, I'm just going to burn through all of my PowerPoints here, and then I think at that point we go and we try the Junior Trainer. And I think the play is, I just wrap the Diglett. I don't do anything weird with the Diglett. But I think once we get to the Sandshrew, I try to get 2 Leers off, and then I use wrap. I believe that's going to be the best move that we have available. Because the Sandshrew just has such high fucking defense that wrap is going to do like 1 damage per hit. Maybe 2. So doubling that is like really important, I think. All right, well, we're not finishing that one. All right, let's go. God damn it. All right. So the really nice thing about having such a shitty move is that even if I get to a really high level, I'm still going to be able to get a hit in on, like... Oh, nice. And a crit, also very nice. All right, so Leer 1, Leer 2. We did get a sand attack, which sucks balls. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got lucky. All right, cool. Unfortunately, we didn't even level up there. Now, when do we start trying Brock? That's the next question. Also, what kind of PowerPoint? Fuck. What kind of PowerPoint manipulation am I going to be using for Brock? Because I'm going to want some Leers. So obviously I burn all of the Thunder Waves. We go in with Brock, we go in with no Thunder Waves. How many Leers do I go into Brock with? How many do we have? 30? Maybe like 15? Maybe like 15? And I think what we do is I just spam Leer against both. Because if I can get them down to a -6... Maybe I don't. Maybe I keep all 30 just so that I make sure that I can fucking use as many as possible. No, I don't think I do. I think I go down to like 20. I think I probably go down to like 20 Leers. And the reason 20 is because I don't want to I don't want to go all the way down to like 6. Because I want to be able to get the Onyx down to a -6 for sure. So at least 6 for Onyx. And I want to be able to get the Geodude down at least to like a -2, if not a full -6. Oh, damn it. And keep it at a -6. So I don't think that obviously a 12 isn't going to be able to cut it, right? Because he's going to be spamming Defense Curl as well. And I don't think that a 15 cuts it either. So I think I want to go all the way to... I think I want to keep 20. So yeah, I think we burn 10 Leers. All right, so first off, I think I'm going to go to level 15. I will first try Brock at level 15. Once we get to level 15, I will go heal up, make sure that I have all of my rat power points, and then I will come back in. I will burn all of my Thunder Waves. I will burn 10 Leers, and then we will try Brock. You're such a bitch. I just came back out here, so I'm just going to burn one of the antidotes. It's fine. Like I said, once we get an actual decent move in Water Gun plus Body Slam, once we get down to Vermilion, it actually should not be... The rest of the run should be very, very simple. It's just getting to that point is a pain in the ass. Yeah, I think we get to 15. How many? I guess 7 more. 600 left. Oh my god. Oh my god. The really nice thing about Wrap against Brock is that if we can keep a good chunk of Wraps for Onyx, only the first hit of Wrap is counted whenever... God, of course I missed my last. Only the first hit of Wrap is counted towards Bide Recoil. So even though I would want to get him... And this is probably one of the only times that I would spam Leer even when he's not biting. Like, normally that's what I usually do, is I usually wait until they bite and then I start spamming Leer or Growl or any of those types of moves. Hello, Taco. How are you today, good sir? But I do think that today, with this setup, we spam Leer right away so that we maximize how much damage we're doing with Wrap. Because we're going to have to maximize how much damage we're doing to be able to make it through that fight. Fine. Do it. Okay. How about you? How's the run? Good? I'm doing good. Slept a bit today, but that's, you know, nothing fucking new. I oversleep constantly, all the time, forever and always. And the run is currently stalled at Brock. We are trying to get to level 15 to give him a shot. Because Wrap Leer is not the best setup for Brock. Also, we just missed twice in a row, so I want to kill myself. But once we actually start getting some moves, this run's gonna smooth out. Like, the difficulty curve is gonna flatline as soon as we start getting some decent moves, I think. This is going to be very much a front-loaded run when in terms of difficulty. Oh, stop it. Alright, how much do I need to level 765? So that's probably going to be another 2 trips into the forest, I want to say. No! I had to use 3 wraps to kill that one Kakuna, and I fucking want to be vomit. So I got out of, so personal thing, I kind of got out of the habit of food prepping for like a good 2 weeks. I didn't do any for last week, and I don't think I did any for the week before either. So I was kind of like getting out of a very good habit. I was starting to fall back into, I'm just gonna order McDonald's every day and just go and pick it up on the way to work, and I'm gonna spend a shit ton of money because I'm an idiot. So I spent a good chunk of yesterday cooking. So I got breakfast set up for the whole week. I got a bunch of different containers of mac and cheese for lunch separated out for the week, and I have taco stuff for dinner. Not for the whole week. I didn't have as much. Are you serious? I want to fucking... Okay, good. The crit saved it. Get me out of here. All right, let's see. How much do we got left? 285. Okay, yeah. So we definitely We definitely level up on the next run through this. Ugh. Oh, I should probably put that to sleep so that it's not burning. I just looked over and saw that my phone was still like auto playing a random like Twitter video. No sound or anything. It was just like playing it enough so that it wasn't letting my screen go to sleep. So it was just like burning battery for no reason. But yeah, so I have food basically for lunch every day this week. I have food for breakfast every day this week, and I have food for dinner for like 3 or 4 days this week, I want to say, which is awesome because you're such a bitch. All right, potentially one more fight. Potentially one more fight. This is going to be the end. Hell yeah. All right, so level 15. You know, fuck it. Why not? I'll kill you too. I don't care. Okay, so as I said, we now come back down here. We find a Kakuna. There we go. We got to burn all of our Thunder Waves. And then we burn 10 Leers. Do I? Yeah, I think I do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Hell yeah. I almost went to the fucking Pokemon Center. All right. So we spam Leers. Or -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -5, -5, -5. All right. Look at that. At -5, that's all we're doing. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And now we just wrap. And actually, this fight, barring some real nonsense, this fight was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Probably could have done it a couple of levels lower. Not the end of the world. We have gotten past Brock. The first major hurdle of this run. Now we just have to get to Mount Moon. As soon as we get to Mount Moon, we get an actual move. We get Water Gun in Mount Moon. Once we get that, that's going to make things infinitely easier. And then once we get down to Vermilion and we get Body Slam, that is going to make it infinitely easier still. Don't you... You're such a bitch. So one of the good things about running Dragonair is that despite the fact that it's gonna take that it does still technically evolve, it evolves at such a late level that it's basically never gonna come up. The only time that our evolution is gonna come up is in the Elite Four specifically. God, could you stop missing unimportant Pokemon, you fuck? I definitely do not have enough. No, I gotta go back. I almost hit that junior trainer on accident, the girl. That would have been unfortunate. Yeah. I was not getting through this fight with only 3 fucking wraps left. Nope. Just barely. Although I could have gotten through it because, you know, it's a Metapod. What is it going to do? All right. So I need a Spearow, level 5 or 6. Beautiful. And a Growl is actually really good for this. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Give me a fucking move. Oh, holy shit. And our special is not that... It's 14 lower than our attack stat, but it's a 70 versus an 84. So it's actually not that big of a difference. All right. Time to... All right. Nope. All right, there's our dig / potentially strength person if we get a different Pokemon. Oh my. Actually, because we don't quite... Yeah, I am going to fight this guy. Yeah. This guy's just free XP. Same with the level 17 Onyx up above Cerulean. And I do think that... No. There is a temptation for me to just hit each of these Geodudes with Water Gun that I run into. Because it's a one-shot, and they're pretty good XP. But I don't think that it's necessary. Could I find a Paris, maybe? I mean, I guess if I don't, it's not that big a deal. Oh, cool. Ask and ye shall receive, apparently. Cool. Don't have to trade. Oh, it feels good to actually see a decent chunk of a health bar disappear at once. Don't you fucking... Okay. One more. There. I was about to say, don't you fucking dare start that shit. Don't you fucking dare start that shit. Oh, you're such a bitch. What is happening right now? Okay, there we go. Just like both of us just sitting here staring at one another for like 3 minutes. Of course, I get poisoned. I should have an. Why did I? The one time that my steps actually like seriously matter. 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. That's what I was worried about. Yeah, the one time that my steps actually like really matter. Because I am poisoned, I do not have that much health, and I'm a fair bit away from a fucking Pokemon Center. I had potions and stuff. I just didn't want to have to burn one on that. All right, I'm gonna Thunder Wave the bird. And then I'm wrapping it to death. We'll use water gun to finish it. Hell yeah. Odd that like the strat for this fucking fight is still to just spam wrap. Because it's so much better for against all of his fucking Pokemon. It actually kind of sucks that that's the way that that works. All right, but we got past him. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. We're at what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fights. 12, well, wait. 12, 13, 14, 15 fights. We're 15 fights away from having an actual move. I don't know why I did that. I should have just used water gun to finish off the, or to fight the Caterpie. Don't do it. Don't do it. Such a bitch. Alright, that one wasn't that bad. Only one sand attack. And I only missed like twice. Like, the unfortunate thing is that, like, I can learn Bubble Beam. And... oh, you're such an asshole! Fine. Yes. Lose Leer. I think keeping Thunder Wave is infinitely more important than keeping Leer. I think, yeah, especially now that we have, yeah, because the big reason that we were keeping Leer was for like the rock types. So now that we've gotten past, now that we have an answer for rock types, we don't really need Leer anymore. Oh, you're such an asshole. All right, all right. Ow. God damn. I'm just counting down the fights until we get to fucking Body Slam. I want Body Slam so bad. But yeah, the unfortunate fact is that, like, I think I started saying this and then I got distracted because, you know, ADHD. You're dangerous, actually. Yeah, if I could, if I believed that I had a decent chance of beating Misty, we could learn Bubble Beam, which is obviously just like way like it's just better than Water Gun. Both because it has, you know, just a higher base power, and also because it has the slowing effect as well. Which combos quite good with Wrap. Alright, so I want to Wrap the Machop. It actually does a decent chunk of damage, and Water Gun does not do that much to hit. Alright, I am going to heal against this guy. You only have Absorb, right? Nice. Very nice. Awesome. Okay. That is the majority of the fighting. We still have the Dig fight, the triple Pidgey fight, the Spearow Eradicate fight, and the Nidoran male fight in the SSN itself. And then we have Body Slam, and that's... Oh, wait. Escape Rope. Interesting. I have this playlist randomized, and it just played the Father of Monsters Titan mix, which was the last one. And now we're just getting the normal Father of All Monsters version, which does not have the clock tick-tocking. You know what? I'm gonna skip this. Please, I'll skip you. Yeah. Yeah, it is randomized. Okay. I was about to say, it is randomized, right? Yes, it is. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try Misty right now. I just remembered I have agility to be able to outspeed the... Yeah, I could beat Misty easily at this point. Like, Thunder Wave, agility, Wrap just kind of beats her entire team. I probably go back. Do I? I have 10 wraps left. We're not going to go through all 10. There's no way we go through all 10 wraps. No shot. And funnily enough, we're actually getting badge boosts to our attack stat. For each of those agilities. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. I don't know why I was like, we're not gonna beat Misty. There's no way. Give me that fucking bubble beam. I'm debating on whether I want to teach Dig to the Geodude or to... How much does Bubble Beam do to you? Enough. All right, nice. Do I teach Bubble Beam, or not Bubble Beam? Do I teach Dig to the Geodude or to the Paris? I feel like it's probably better to do it. I almost sold Dig. That would have been really shitty. Oh, the Pokeballs. I need to sell the Pokeballs. There we go. So, right, because I still have... Yeah, it probably is better to have it separated out, right? Yes! All right. Hell yeah. All right, we have a move. It's almost... It's like as close to a stab move as we're going to get. Funnily enough, we don't use it in the literal next fight at all because it's both fire types, but either way, we have a move. Oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels good to one shot. Look at it. Look at how beautiful it is. All right, so yeah, I think I've talked myself into giving Dig to the Geodude. And that, in fact, I'm gonna do that now. So yeah, the Geodude gets Dig. The Paris still gets cut. Spearow stays and gets Fly, and then Strength and Surf still both go on the Lapras. Like, basically the question was, is it better to have Cut and Dig on the Paris or Strength and Surf on the Lapras? That was like the question here. And I do think that it is better to have Strength and... Oh, you're such an asshole. I kind of lost track of my words there. I am low on PowerPoints, actually. Oh, that's scary. Actually, really scary. Holy shit. Okay, so what do I have PowerPoint wise left? I have 5 body slams, so I have a guaranteed one shot. I think I have to burn an ether here, which isn't the end of the world. You're such a dick. You're such an asshole. Hey, I know that you're trying to save your power points, but how about I growl you to make it so that you have to burn more of them? All right, so we're just gonna get to body slam back. All right. So on Surge, I definitely agility. You are such a dick. That was like the most damage that that motherfucker could do. Okay, good. He went for Thundershock. I think a Thunderbolt might have still killed me, even though I resisted. Nice. This is the first time that I've actually been able to do that in a while, I think. Actually dig out of there back to Cerulean without having to do any extra shit later on. Okay, good. I was like, I should one-shot all these, I think. But there's always the question. All right. What's our next like hurdle? You lived? Interesting. Because obviously the hiker is going to be a joke. The hiker is literally a non-thing in this run. We just... Such an asshole. This is why we get paralyzed heals, though. It's not the end of the world. Giovanni is a joke in this run. Erica's a joke in this run. I don't know why I saved before this fight. Like, this fight was going to be difficult. Does she even have anything that I don't resist? I think literally only on the Tangela. I think the Vileplume and the Victory Belt both only have offensive grass types. Rival 5 maybe, but even that, like, I have enough time in Rival 5 to be able to spam agility so that I outspeed the Alakazam, which is like the only real major threat. What do you mean you lived? What do you mean you people are living? What the fuck is this? I'm not a fan. Wait, I went too far? Wait, what? Probably passed it again. Hello? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I did skip one. Okay. I don't know what was going on in that underground. That underground sucked. I think we just go straight down to Giovanni. Now that's a question. What do I use the PowerPoint up on? Why is my... What the fuck is happening? This is a fucking Game Boy emulator. Why is it spazzing out and lagging? I'm fairly certain that's why I was like constantly off in the underground, was because it kept fucking spazzing out and I was missing counts on steps and shit. Whatever. Anyway. So yeah. Hurdles. What is our next hurdle? Koga? It might actually be Koga. I don't have like a perfect answer for him. And I need to be able to beat Koga before I beat Lane. So I can't even like badge boost special against him. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Realized that I hadn't saved in a while. Yeah, I don't actually know what we do on him. I probably delay him until the very last minute. I should have Thunderbolted. What killed you was a Brock? No, it was actually a Weedle. So the bug catcher that's got the 3 Pokemon, the Weedle, the Kakuna, then the Weedle. I got poisoned turn 1 on the first Weedle. And then because I only have Wrap at the time, the poison had more than enough time to kill me. So yeah, it was Weedle, it was Wrap Miss into, so what it was it was Wrap Miss into String Shot that hit, which, by the way, String Shot, reminder, String Shot only has a 75% chance to hit when used against you in this gen, into Poison Sting, into Poison. Which Poison is not guaranteed on Poison Sting. It is, in fact, only like a 25% chance or a 10% chance, something like that. Oh, excuse me. Something along those lines. Is there any reason not to teach Ice Beam right now? Yeah, so it was a string of very unfortunate events. Right? A 20% chance into a 50% chance. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. That 50% didn't matter. 25% or a 15% chance into a 75% chance into a 50% chance into a 10% chance. That is what was required for me to lose that fight. Is there any reason to keep Bubble Beam right now? No, right? There's literally no reason. Trying to think. No. What are my stats at? 72, 59, 58, 57. Interesting. Interesting that my defense is right there in line with my speed and special. Means that I got a pretty high defense and a very low speed and special, unfortunately. Because, well, I mean, it is 65. My base defense is 65 versus 70 for special and speed. So I guess it isn't actually that much of a difference. I think I want to buy calciums. I think we want to boost our calcium as our special as much as possible. The Eviolite? Yeah, that one's a good one. I was about to say, I don't think I one-shot a level... Well, let's try. I do one-shot a 24 with Body Slam. All right, cool. Love to have added that to your ROM hack, but I don't think it's possible. I have no idea. What gen was it released in? I thought it was relatively early. Oh, I'm thinking of Everstone. Everstone was really, like, I think Everstone was even in Gen 2. You die, you do not. Gen 5 and ROM hacks Gen 4. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's I'm sure there's ways, right? It's just like I fucking wouldn't know how. So You should die to a body slam. You do not. Okay. But it was a free turn anyway. I'll just finish him off with a Thunderbolt. That would be hard to add because that script doesn't exist. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure it's possible. I mean, just like going, and like, this is literally just me being like, well, I mean, it's possible because I've seen people literally program other games into like a Link to the Past just from inputs, but that's also like tasks. And that's also, you know, ridiculous, but yeah. You okay. I think I could Ice Beam once here. Body Slam to finish, and then Vileplume we just Ice Beam twice and it dies. Oh, hey, we even got the freeze. Entirely unnecessary, but we got the freeze. Hell yeah. It's cold in this room. Holy shit, it is cold in here. That just kind of slapped me. Like, my feetsies are very, very chilly. Yeah, we just go to Lavender. I would find it very funny if the only death that we got in the entire run was to a fucking Weedle. I'm gonna Ice Beam. I think if I have a choice between Thunderbolt and Ice Beam as to personally comprehending your ROM hack, that's fair. That's 100% fair, because that way, if you... Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. That way, if something breaks, you can potentially... Like, you still know what's going on, and you can still fix it. Oh, man, do I want a weaker version of Body Slam that's far less accurate? I forgot to get the, oh well. So we're already seeing what Agatha is going to be like later on. How's my Monday? I got a lot of food prepping done. So I found yet another game to be obsessed with. It's called Storage Hunter Simulator. You literally just play as one of those people that does like storage wars and shit. And you just try to build your storage empire. So I've been playing that over the weekend, and it's actually kind of fun. It's 1000% balanced around multiplayer, and I'm playing it solo, but even still, it's not bad. Never heard of that game? I think it just came out. I only know about it because one of the guys, Zombie Pup, one of the guys that I watch on Twitch a lot, was playing it the other day. And while he was playing it, I ended up buying it because it just looked like fun. Like, the thing is like, I personally have been having fun with it, but the thing is I'm like, here, let me pull up my Steam real quick. I am 24 hours in, and I'm actually kind of already starting to hit the wall of I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over again. So even though I've enjoyed the time that I've spent on it, and it wasn't like super expensive, you know, it's an indie game. It was like $15, I think, something like that. But I don't know if I would recommend it in its current state. It is also very buggy. It is also very buggy. There's a lot of physics-based shenaniganry that happens in that game. And it is very, like, I had a... Because you have to stack all the items that you buy on your truck. And you can stack your truck as high as you can balance it. And the instant that you get into your truck, it locks everything in. So you don't have to worry about things falling while you're driving. Which I thank God for that. But like, there have been times where I've hopped into my truck and I've literally had things like falling off the side. And it looks like almost a water fountain of fucking like furniture and shit. But I've also had times where I hop into the truck and it's like a spring-loaded release occurred, and like all of the things that I had in my truck just like fountain everywhere and just like launch into the stratosphere. So that's a little annoying when that happens. I'm gonna be entirely fucking honest. What do you mean no more room for items? Okay. I guess we do. This is actually relatively early to be doing this. Usually I don't do this until I go down to... I guess I do still have both all of my antidotes and my paralyzed heals. But even then, I usually have my paralyzed heals still. I need my Poke Flute still. Paladin of Devotion through BG 3 Act 1. Hell yeah. Alright, that should be more than enough to get through the rest of this area. Oh, fuck. Jesus. That was a crazy amount of damage. Holy shit. The Huey Long music, nice. All right. Do we beat Rival 5 right now? Maybe. You know what? I will take two Leers. Okay, no crits. Hell yeah. All right. Actually, really nice. I was a little bit worried about that fight. I think that's the first time that I've one-shot Rival 5 in... I don't even know how many runs. Like a ridiculous amount of time. Nice, we one-shot the Marowak. I wasn't sure about that. Oh, okay. It's just an insanely loud car outside. Stop, you fuck! God damn it. I'm so mad. Because I'm not going to one-shot this Nidoqueen. Oh, but she just didn't do any damage to me for 2 turns. Hell yeah. Okay, hooray! We got really unlucky against the fucking Kangaskhan. But we made up for it in being insanely lucky against the Nidoqueen. I'll take it. Jesus. That was crazy. While I think about where we go next, I'm gonna close the door to my room because it's like getting actually like really cold in here. Covered. All right. I have closed the door. Closing the door is a little bit more involved in my room than it is in most rooms with doors because it's not on the hinges. It's just leaning up against the fucking frame. And I need to make sure that the blankets and the everything that I have on that, hello, bully, is actually like, where do I go next? Go down to Koga, or I could go into Sabrina's gym. I think we go into Sabrina's gym. I don't know if we beat Sabrina yet, but we could clear out a lot of her gym. You're a bit late? That's perfectly fine. I will allow it this once. Don't do it again. I am the only person who's allowed to be late to my streams. I expect everybody else to be here waiting for me when I finally show up. Alright. Aha, yep. That's what I was worried about. Okay, so we do still one-shot the Kadabra, which is nice. I do still have a super potion left. The Growl sucks, actually, a lot. The Growl actually sucks a lot. But the crit makes it so that it doesn't matter. Hell yeah. And Kadabra's weak enough that it doesn't matter. Hell yeah. Double hell yeah. Okay. Now, these are the fights that I'm worried about. I have, like, no actual recourse here. Except just hope that we do enough damage to kill them with Ice Beam. The Paralyze sucks. The Parafusion sucks worse. No! This is why we saved. Alright, well, we got all the way up to Sabrina, only having lost to a Weedle. So, you know, losing to a Haunter, at least that's, you know, at least losing to a Haunter is, like, somewhat respectable. So we have one incredibly embarrassing loss and one where it's just like, yeah, that sounds about right. We just lose this, don't we? I was gonna say, unless they just like don't ever use Nightshade ever again, we just lose that. All right, I actually think that we come back here. Because we're so close to being able to two-shot consistently, I think we just leave. And we just come back after a minute. I had already said that I wasn't expecting to actually fight Sabrina yet. I was just kind of going through her gym to be able to level up some. And I think that nice. Oh, I completely lost track of what I was about to say. Entirely lost track of what the fuck I was talking about. Nice, was able to get the full restore. Definitely need the extra heals in this run. This run has been very healing intensive. It's like this is the issue with a lot of mid-stage evolutions like this. At this point in the game, a lot of them are just barely not strong enough to make it through. Right? Like, we're just barely not two-shotting the ghosts. And it's not like we're getting any nice paralyze. It's not like we're getting any new fucking... Wait, do I... Was that? Yeah, that is just from here. Any new moves or anything like that. So, like, the moves are locked in. This is our move set for the rest of the game. With a potential swap for Blizzard over Ice Beam if necessary. Which I don't think it will be. And, like, so another thing is that, like, a lot of times I really want to get the Koga badge because that badge allows me to badge boost my speed. But because I have agility already, it's actually useless. Like, badge boosting my speed is actually useless. Where's my paralyzed? Wait, do I not have? Oh, I do. It's literally... Swap that. Ugh! Because it's like, if I have, say... Oh, nice freeze. How much stronger do I think Dragonite is than Dragonair on a scale from 1 to 10? So, I'm not entirely sure how I would put it on a scale of 1 to 10, but I do believe that Dragonite, like, the big thing is the attack stat. The attack stat goes from 85 to like 135. It's like a crazy boost in attack. I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, you need to die now. Okay, good. It's frozen. I could spam. Holy shit. Way stronger? Yeah, it is way stronger. Like, that's the thing. I mentioned this very briefly at the very beginning of this stream. The first two evolutions of the dragon line in Gen 1 are quite weak, actually. The entire line does not actually come into its strength until you hit 55, until you get Dragonite. That is when you actually start feeling strong. It's similar, like a lot of lines feel that way, right? Like a lot of lines feel a little bit like, okay, you're starting to fall off a bit here. Like if you got a War Turtle or something like that, once you start getting to this point, you start falling off a bit, but none of them are quite as pronounced as the difference in Dragonair to Dragonite. Yes, I did get my repels. We do have our max repels. All right, there we go. This is one of the only times in quite a while that I've had all of the things that I need to be able to push this boulder the instant I can. The instant I get through the Safari Zone. All right, at this point, I could go down to Blaine, but I don't think that that really helps me. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not actually sure. But with the levels that I gained here, I'm going to try this fight again. All right. So, yeah, we are well within the, we're going to two-shot, at least the Ghastly, right? Probably not the Haunter, but at least the Ghastly we two-shot. Could I fucking ever not hit myself in confusion? Oh my god. I fucking hate this game. I hate this game. Actually, curious about a thing. Duplicate. Okay, so Dragonair to Dragonite. Dragonair to Dragonite. We have 61 HP to 91, 84 attack to 134, 65 to 95 defense. Special attack and defense both go from 70 to 100, and speed goes from 70 to 80. So a 30 boost in basically everything except for attack, which gets boosted by 50, and speed, which gets boosted by 10. That is the difference in power between Dragonair and Dragonite. Yeah. Like I said, it is a major difference. All right, so the good thing is that is probably the worst of the 3 fights against the channelers in here, because it's the only one that's got 3 Pokemon. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that's a pretty significant difference. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, after you asked that, I was like, I have a feeling that this is an incredibly significant boost, but I can't say for sure. All right, so I'm gonna agility because I can, because it's frozen solid. Do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, there we go. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Oh, I have a Carbos. Well, the Carbos doesn't really... Oh, the protein actually might help. Yeah. I mean, that's fairly... As far as I'm aware, that, like, trend stays fairly true all through most of the pseudo-legendary lines. Like, if you look at the Tyranitar line, it's very similar, right? Like, Pupitar is, like, garbage relative to Tyranitar. I mean, most Pokemon are garbage relative to Tyranitar. Pupitar specifically is, like, really bad when compared against Tyranitar. You are poison... It's just bug poison. It's just bug poison. What's the first? Larvitar. Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar. I keep pissing my DM off in my D&D games on the weekends, because the goddess Loviatar is playing a fairly prominent role in the campaign. And I keep calling her Larvitar on intentionally. And he keeps getting very mad at me because I keep doing that. I will take more calciums for sure. Although I'm not actually sure how many more calciums I will be able to take. I'm not gonna lie. Got a gold Ursaring and gold. Hell yeah. Or a green Ursaring. While I'm not a huge favorite, while I'm not a huge fan of that particular shiny, getting any kind of shiny is always a good time. I'm not a huge fan of most of the green shinies. Most of the green shinies look pretty bad, unfortunately. The funny things about Loviatar. Isn't Loviatar a woman? I'm actually a little bit surprised that the let me sell off a bunch of this crap. That. Get rid of that. All right. There we go. This is like the one gym where I really wish that I had Surf. The ear's like incredibly itchy today, and I don't know why. Ugh. Ice Slam is not quite enough. Dragon Rage is trash. Imagine if we started with Dragon Rage. Oh, it'd be so nice. Nice, we got the freeze. Going to rest, but keep the stream on. Hell yeah, bully. Have a good sleep. May our sleep be more interrupted than mine always seems to be. I think I only woke up twice today, actually. No way I got the fucking burn. Are you kidding me? Right the fuck now. You're such an asshole. Alright. I mean, I'd also taken a good chunk of damage, so burning a full restore to get rid of the burn is not that big a deal. Let me sleep so I can't focus anymore. Hell yeah. I do that too. I will always have something playing while I'm laying down. I cannot fall asleep unless there's some kind of background noise. Usually I try to have things that I've already watched on while I go to sleep. That way I'm not like hyper focused on what it is. The fact that, I mean, I guess my attack is still 15 higher than everything else. But the fact that Body Slam is doing so much fucking damage is actually crazy to me. Alright, I am going to go back and I'm going to heal because I do want to get my power points back. I do want more body slams, mainly. And also the health is nice. Close am I to leveling up? I think we're good. I think I literally level up on the... Yeah, there it is. I was like, do we make it to the Arcanine? Not quite. Slowly getting closer to that level 5 second attack per round. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna go for the fucking... Nice! We got the paralyze. Yeah, I was about to say, like, come on, Blaine. He's just delayed the inevitable by spamming his super potions. I listen to this song all the time when I'm at work. Prisoners, we don't rock in a hard place. I've said this before, and I will say it again now. The music in the... You're such an asshole. The music in the fucking Skilla boss fight is so good. And the randomize has been playing a lot of the boss themes, like almost in a row. So I'm just here I'm just fucking sitting here jamming out to these fucking things. Could you like stop? Could you stop being the way that you are? And just absolutely kicking the shit out of me? I would appreciate it. Jesus. What do you mean I can't even Ice Beam the Nidoking to death? Oh my god. Okay. So you should die to Ice Beam. Yeah. You die to anything. Yeah, it's a Dugtrio. It dies to literally anything. I feel like that crit mattered there. I feel like I probably one-shot the Rhyhorns with Ice Beam. Yeah, okay. Dugtrio in your ROM hack is a beast. I mean, every Pokemon in your ROM hack is a beast. Let's be honest. 110 special defense? That's crazy. That's actually crazy for Dugtrio. Oh, I didn't fight this guy. I'm so stupid. Okay, we just leveled up. That's good. All right, the fact that we just leveled up is really good because that means that we are very unlikely to level up against Giovanni, which means I can set up against his first Rhyhorn. Do I have any healing items? I am out of healing. Try attack is 120 normal special move with 35% chance. Jesus. 35 is crazy. Okay. I don't think that that crit mattered on the Nidoqueen. Okay, we leveled up for the Rhydon, but we just crit again. All right. I don't think that we one-shot the Rhydon without the crit, but the Rhydon also ain't gonna do shit to us. Two of his moves literally can't do anything to me whatsoever. I will use Horn Drill. I dodge out of the way. I will use Fissure. I will dodge out of the way in the exact same way. So many crits? Yeah. But neither one of them mattered, I don't think. That's the thing. All right. Here... we just agility 3 times and then we sweep. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that we level... Oh, that's interesting. And also terrifying. Actually really fucking scary. The fact that I was not able to one-shot the Blastoise. Like, obviously, in that fight, it didn't matter. Because Blastoise doesn't have shit all for me anyway. But in the champion fight, that Blastoise has Blizzard. Please tell me I'm not fucking locked until I can one-shot that thing. Oh, all right. Let's go. Thank you. Almost there. Almost there. I think of the Elite Four. I don't know why I'm lagging. I like, this is the second time in this stream where I've just had stutters in my emulator and I don't know what's going on. No, go back. A lot of wasted steps there. Okay, so again, I think that Lorelei is going to be relatively consistent. Not entirely, but relatively consistent. I think that we two-shot the Dugong. We one-shot the Cloyster. Set up... Are you serious? I'm that far... What the fuck? I know I used some bad movement, but holy shit, I'm an entire puzzle behind. That is crazy. But yeah, we set up on the... No. Wait. What the hell am I doing? I think I might have just been fucking stupid. Alright. We're gonna fly to Celadon. I'm gonna buy as many steroids as I can. We're gonna pump our boy up. Give us the best chance that we can. Alright. Only one protein, no calcium, no carbos, one iron. One protein, one iron. That's actually crazy. Nope, not that. Alright, I'm just gonna sell that one back. Okay, cool. All right. Get 10 of those. Buy a bunch of those. All right. I keep one rare candy for Lance and one for the one for the champion. We burned 9 of them now. And now we finally are at a high enough level. Wait. Do I teach Hyper Beam over Body Slam? I don't think that I do. And the reason that I don't think that I do is A, the accuracy. Like, that's the big thing. Yes, it's 90%. I get that it's 90%. But y'all have seen what it looks like when I have a 90% move on my fucking moveset. It's a 30%. I might as well be using Horn Drill. And 2, I just think that it's relatively unnecessary. Who am I using Body Slam on? I'm using Body Slam on the Jinx, the Alakazam, a couple of the fighting types on Bruno so that I can say power points. Yeah, no, we're not going to do it. But what I was about to say before we got the Hyper Beam pop-up is we are finally at a high enough level that Dragonair is trying to evolve. Coming into the Elite Four, spamming the rare candies, we are finally a high enough level for Dragonair to try to evolve. Alright. I am committing. I am committing. We have saved. We are not learning Hyper Beam. It's not happening. Let's see how this goes. I'm fucking stupid as hell. Nice. Yeah, okay. That was on me. That was on me. I was stupid about that. And oh wait, I should have reset, I think. Yeah, because now I'm gonna level up in the middle of this and it's gonna be awkward. Okay. The attack drop sucks. Oh. Okay. That's something that's concerning. We don't one-shot the Lapras even with our badge boosts. With agility. Unfollowed the Solar Runner streamer I was watching a lot. You unfollowed me? What'd you do that for? Kidding. It's a damage range? Huh. It seemed fairly consistent. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Sorry that happened. Oh, so I have no badge boosts and I've got an attack drop. The shit like Asteria never touches a light, and I do a Charisma Paladin challenge run for myself, and that's not allowed. That's ridiculous. I will never understand. Like, there's a difference between doing, like, for example, being like, okay, if you're doing this, why don't you, like, this, and this could help with that build? The Lapras seems like the final boss this time. Kind of. Well, not even the Lapras, really. Like, partially the fucking Jinx, too. All right, there we go. We got past it. We just needed the blizzard to miss. Ace Paladins always talks how it's the worst class, which for solo running it might be somewhat true, but I'm not doing a solo run. Yeah, well, like, I just, so, like, I will shit talk people that I know all the time. I constantly shit talk my friends, as people do, right? Like, everybody shit talks their friends because everybody understands that it's not, you know, nobody's being serious about it. What I don't get is somebody shit talking somebody that they don't know. Or like just being assholes about that kind of stuff. Like, I've never understood the elitist mindset, is basically what I'm trying to say. I've never understood that. Because, like, the way that I look at it, it's like, this person is, like, for example, you, like, what the way that I would have approached that conversation is like, oh, you're doing this. That's kind of cool. What are you doing? And then I would, like, try to, like, I would still try to min-max it in my head, as long as I know enough to do that. Yeah, and it's like, it's stuff like that. It's like, you can suggest things without being an asshole about it. Yes. Okay, cool. 2, 3. Oh, Thunderbolt to Golbat. Paladin bad. Paladin with charisma unacceptable. This has actually been going quite well. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, cool. So I got 14 decks. Uh-oh. Is that also unacceptable? So like I see that and I kind of chuckle because that just reminds me of the people losing their fucking minds whenever I was doing the unfair speed runs when I had 7 stamina on Terry doing the unfair speed runs. Like, what do you mean? It's 7 stamina on it. What on unfair? Oh my god! It's like, motherfucker, I'm not getting hit. Why are you not playing correctly is such a fucking, oh my god. That is something where I will instantly unfollow. I will instantly unfollow somebody if they unironically say, why aren't you just playing correctly? Because yeah, I'm the same. Like that will that will fucking piss me off immediately. Just left? Yeah. Like at that point, yeah, it's just like, all right, fuck you guys. Like, y'all are assholes. Oh, apparently I forgot to rare candy before this fight. I don't think it mattered. Actually, I know it didn't because I won. 7 con or 18 con is irrelevant and unfair. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I did not. That's fine. All right, Alakazam, we body slam and it dies. Rhydon, we ice beam and it dies. Arcanine, we body slam. I'm actually not sure what does the most damage to Arcanine, but I think body slam probably does. Executor did not put us to sleep. And with our badge boosted stats, I think we do survive a single blizzard. We actually survived 2. Let's go! All right. Hell yeah. Feels fucking good. All right, what level were you? 66? All right. Hello? Oh my god. Ah. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I'm curious how it compares. So curious how it compares. All right. Holy shit. Okay, so Dragonair. This time around, 2 hours and 1 minute, 14 seconds in real time, 8 deaths, level 66, real time 7 hours and 44 minutes. Last time, real time was 3 hours, 17 minutes, and 53 seconds, so almost an hour and 20 minutes longer. 28 deaths, so 20 more deaths. 8 hours and 59 minutes, so an hour and 15 minutes longer in in-game time. And I did end up beating it at one level lower, 65 versus 66. That is a crazy difference. Hours, 44 minutes. Now, if we compare the 3 dragons, right? 12 hours basically in-game time. 55 deaths, level 74, 2 hours and 57 minutes for Dratini. Dratini is not good. Its stats are trash. Its moveset is really good, but it doesn't have the stats to back it up. Dragonair, 7 hours, like we just talked about it, right? 7 hours, 8 deaths, 2 hours in real time, level 66. Dragonite, 1 less death, only 1 less death. However, the big difference between Dragonair and Dragonite oh, it has agility at level 1. That actually doesn't matter that much. I think it's literally just the stats. Just the stat difference. I thought he had Slam at level 1. I was going to say Slam at level 1 would have actually helped against Brock a lot, but... yeah, it's literally just the stats of Dragonite just fucking carried it hardcore. Obviously Mewtwo is still the reigning champion. 1 hour and 6 minutes. Hell yeah. We have another thing to figure out. What is... No, I'm sorry. We did this. Yeah. No. We do need this one. Who do I want to play as? You know what I would like to play as? I would like to play as either the water type or the poison type. You know, if I could get either the water type or the poison type on this particular wheel, you know, that'd be really nice.
Nidorina.
How long ago did we do the Nidoran female? I think we did that like pretty damn early, or pretty damn recently, right? It was like just a little, it was like literally not the last run, but the one before. Oh, no, it's been a minute. Okay, I guess I'll accept it. I because like again, the same reason like I didn't want to do last week I vetoed a run because it was another water type, right? I thought that we did Nidorina more recently than that, but it's been like over a month. Or Nidoran female, I should say. So, okay, yeah. So next week, next Tuesday, we will be doing Nidorina. I might do another one of these after, so that we have 3 and 3 left. By the way, we have 8 more to go. No Pokemon and no Pathfinder in this channel. Interesting. I know, it's weird. It's gonna be really fucking weird. I'm gonna become a React channel. Full on React slop forever and always. I'll never play another game. Actually, speaking of games, I did actually remember that I bought a game a while back, planning to stream it. And then it's just been so many months with so many other things going on that I entirely forgot about it. So I do actually have a replacement game. So what I will probably end up doing is once I finish the Loader Woader run, I will swap the Rogue Trader run to Friday, Saturday. And then I will be playing this other game on Wednesday, which I will not spoil until later. But yeah, so, well, we have a ways to go with Pokemon still, right? We have 8 left, counting Nidorina next week. And then we have Ditto still. You gotta remember, we have not beaten Ditto. And I still need to rerun that one. Yeah, so 8 plus Ditto. So we have 9 runs left total, and then we're done with Gen 1. Voting in 1-to-1 right now. Yeah, that's a ridiculous... Like, I get it if you're a power gamer. I understand that. As a power gamer myself, like, even when I was doing the loader builds, right? It was difficult for me to not just go straight for all of the best choices. And I ended up having to do that just to get past certain points anyway. To an extent. But, like... You could make good choices on all your characters. Or it's like, or I'm trying to build a specific character. And that specific character doesn't necessarily have perfect everything for his class. Frodo has to do big crits like everyone else. Like, let's be real here. Frodo does more damage than a lot of the fucking rest of the party at this point. Ugh. Now, what have you done to my Frodo? I accidentally made him a fucking really strong blaster caster. But yeah, all right. So, plan for the next week. Tomorrow we'll be back doing more Rogue Trader. We got our Navigator last week. This week I will be doing something fucking else. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing that by ear. It isn't, obviously, you can't really plan ahead in a blind playthrough. I have rough ideas of the different things that I can do, the places that I can go, but I have no idea what happens when I get there. So, we'll be doing that tomorrow. No stream on Thursday, as always. Friday and Saturday, we will be doing more Loader Woader Inevitable Excess. To watch the VOD I sent you for entertainment, I might do that. Although, I am like having trouble keeping up with all of the different videos and things that I'm trying to watch every day. Even though I'm listening to them while at work, I'm like 2 days behind on some people right now. It's like crazy. I need to prune down my YouTube subscriptions, I think. In defense, Oracle is a pretty strong class to do, but a pretty strong, yeah. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. If you have not done so, I would very much appreciate tossing the channel a subscription if you're on the YouTube, or a follow if you're on the Kick. If you're on YouTube and you haven't done so, I would also appreciate you liking the stream. That would also very much help. And if you're on the Kick side and you want to toss me some cash, subscriptions are available. I do not have any emotes or anything yet. I keep meaning to fix that, but I don't have any of that just yet. But that is something that I do plan on fixing soonish. But yeah. Beyond that, thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening. And next time, bye-bye. And thanks for watching. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do so by following, subscribing, joining the Discord, or maybe even checking out the Patreon or Throne links down below.